aggregators. Now the next topic is the account aggregators. This is the important topics for the examination. What are the account aggregators? Because these are terms which are like from the in the news from the last 1 year. So it should be required कि आपको basic from the name you know about it कि exactly है क्या. So the first option is here. These are the firms that provide the customer all bank accounts on a single platform. Second, account aggregator is a service launched by the Post Payment Bank of for the financial inclusion. It is a framework that facilitates sharing of the financial information in a real-time manner between the regulated agency. It is a scheme started by the SEBI to tackle the shell companies. Answer is C. It is a framework to facilitate the financial information between the service providers and the service givers. So इनके बीच में जो payment aggregators हैं work like a middleman. Like you are buying the room on rent in the old Rajendra Nagar. One is the owner, you are the buyer, and one is the middleman. Middleman is the aggregator there. वो दोनों का फायदा उठाता है, दोनों से कमीशन लेता है और उसको सर्विस प्रोवाइड करता है. इससे उसको सप्लाई रहता है, आपका डिमांड होता है. That's both are completed by the middleman. That's the payment aggregator. The same thing is here, account aggregators. Here the information is required by the some of the companies those want to sell their financial product to the customer. जो भी आपका अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर्स होगा बीच में, उसके पास कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन स्टोर नहीं होगी, उसे ये नहीं पता होगा कि इसके अंदर क्या इंफॉर्मेशन है. तो इट्स लाइक अ पर्सन विच ओनली पासिंग द डॉक्यूमेंट फ्रॉम द वन कंपनी टू द अनदर कंपनी विदाउट ओपनिंग इट. तो ब्लाइंड मैनर में सर्विस प्रोवाइड एग्रीगेटर इज नॉट हैविंग द इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द डेटा. वी विल डिस्कस के एग्जैक्टली है क्या. इट्स अ ब्रॉड टॉपिक, पेमेंट एग्रीगेटर्स. So let's see about exactly what is the process of the payment aggregators. पहले होता क्या है, ठीक है. So this is the like a old Rajendra Nagar broker. These are the like home owners, and these are you students. You want room, you will contact to this aggregators, and this is already having the like some of the information or not having the information. They contacting to the owners कि आपके पास कोई room vacant है या नहीं है. As that this is getting the information, there is a 2-room vacant in the 27 block in the old Rajendra Nagar. He will give you the information here कि 2 room are vacant here. But in this system, he don't know the information is about what thing. ये room के बारे में है, balcony के बारे में, ये washroom के बारे में, bed के बारे में, इसको नहीं पता. He just know he will take the information from here and he will give the information here. He will not store the information on any of the places. He will not open the documents. He just provide the information here. So there are the 2 entities. One is the financial information providers and another are the financial information users. Financial information providers, those will provide the financial information regarding the products. What are your habits of saving of the accounts? कितना आप save कर रहे हैं, कितना आप spend करते हैं. All the services are provided by the like the banks. आप कितना सेव करते हैं, आपका यूपीआई ट्रांजैक्शन कहाँ पे हुआ है, मोस्टली स्पेंड कहाँ पे है, तो बैंक को हैविंग ऑल दीज इंफॉर्मेशन. सिमिलरली विद द म्यूचुअल फंड हाउस, आप कितना इन्वेस्ट करते हैं म्यूचुअल फंड्स में, क्या क्या आपके प्रोडक्ट प्रायोरिटीज हैं. इंश्योरेंस प्रोवाइडर, कहाँ से आपने इंश्योरेंस खरीदा है. इवन सिमिलरली टैक्स जीएसटी प्लेटफॉर्म के आपने कितना टैक्स पेमेंट किया है, जीएसटी आप कितना पेमेंट्स कर रहे हैं. तो दीज आर द फाइनेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइडर्स. तो इनके पास ऑलरेडी आपका इंफॉर्मेशन होता है. तो दिस इंफॉर्मेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड बाय दीज कंपनी for the digital lendings, the flow based credits. अगर आप बहुत ज्यादा स्पेंड कर रहे हैं शॉपिंग पे, आप यूज कर रहे हैं क्रेडिट कार्ड, तो यू विल गेट द मोर कॉल फ्रॉम द क्रेडिट कार्ड प्रोवाइडर्स. पर्सनल फाइनेंस मैनेजमेंट, कि आपका इतना ज्यादा फाइनेंस है कि आप मैनेज ही नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, तो वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग द सर्विस फॉर द फाइनेंस मैनेजमेंट. वेल्थ मैनेजमेंट, कि आप कितना वहां पे म्यूचुअल फंड हाउस में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, तो वेल्थ मैनेजमेंट कंपनी विल कॉन्टेक्ट यू. सिमिलरली इन द रोबो एडवाइजर्स, कि हाँ भाई क्या क्या हम आपके लिए और ज्यादा कर सकते हैं, हम किस चीज में आपको एडवाइस कर सकते हैं थ्रू द डिजिटल सर्विसेज. सो दीज आर द फाइनेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन यूजर्स एंड दोज बैंक्स, म्यूचुअल फंड, द इंश्योरेंस एंड द टैक्स जीएसटी प्लेटफॉर्म्स आर द फाइनेंस इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइडर्स. सो दिस इज द सिस्टम ऑफ द एग्रीगेटर्स, कि एग्रीगेटर्स क्या काम करते हैं. तो देयर आर सम ऑफ द कंडीशंस आर गिवन बाय द गवर्नमेंट्स कि एग्रीगेटर कैन डू दिस, कैन नॉट डू दिस. एग्रीगेटर का रजिस्टर होना जरूरी है. ही कैन बी रजिस्टर्ड विद द आरबीआई, विद द सेबी, विद द आईआरडीए. किसी के साथ भी वो रजिस्टर होना चाहिए, बट इट शुड बी रजिस्टर्ड विद द गवर्नमेंट एजेंसी. So that is the requirement here. So if we say an aggregator is a framework that simply facilitates the sharing of the financial information in a real time in a data blind manner. And the RBI also in 2016 it is considered as a type of the NBFC. It is considered as a type of the NBFC, non-banking financial company. The RBI in 2016 approved as a new class of the NBFC, whose primary responsibility to the transfer the user financial data in a safe manner to the another company. So अभी तक तो ही information है, it's transfer the data of the user from the one company to the another company in a safe manner. It will not store the information. And the second is it's a NBFC. It's a type of the NBFC. Flow of the data between the financial information provider and the users based on a data empowerment and the protection architecture framework. So this is the important point here. This architecture ke through it's providing the information. It's providing the information through the data empowerment and the protection architecture. So this architecture ke through, according to this, it will provide the data to the data users. जिनको data चाहिए उनको वो provide करेगा. तो significance क्या है? What are the significance? Service provide करते हैं, just providing services. Like your question, why the aggregators are required here? It permit user to control who get access to their data. और जो भी डेटा आपको प्रोवाइड होगा that only with the user consent. Whenever the company require the data, they will ask for the user consent. Without your consent, the aggregator cannot share your data with the user company. So this is the one of the requirement here कि only the consent with the consumer they can share with the data with the another company. And for the banks, access consenting data flow and the verified data and the offer the low ticket size loans. Like बैंक को पता लग गया कि आपको requirement है, you are doing a very small transaction 5,000 2,000, you are using the pay laters account for the 2,000 3,000, so that they will trying to offer you the loans like a 10,000 loan we will give you on a very small interest rate. We will providing you a 10,000 credit card so you can use without any interest rates. So this type of the information, like we can say there is a customer acquisition cost for the each and every company, even for the education company, even for the financial companies or the housing company. Even they want the customer, so they will spend some of the money for acquiring the customers. Like in this education industry, the cost is up to high to the 60,000 rupees to acquiring a student. If they want to acquire for a student, the cost it goes up to high to 60-70,000, and this is the minimalistic also 30-40 rupees. So the cost है that is the cost saver to the banks, also the time saver to the bank. For acquiring a customer, they need to spend now the less money, and also the service will be the smooth because they are directly approaching to their customer there. So this is also very playing a very important role in the financial inclusion. Now, this is the question. Consider the following statements about the account aggregators. Number one, account aggregator service are free for its users. Number two, data shared with the account aggregators will remain with the recipient institution for a fixed period. Recipient institutions are those finalizing the data, जिनके पास जा रहा है final. Account aggregator cannot read, store and resell consumer data. First is incorrect because it's also the free, also the payment. Some of the companies are charging the payment for it. In India, currently there are the 4 companies for the account aggregator. Some of them are charging the payment, some of them are the free. Okay. Data shared with the remain with the recipient institution for a fixed time. Yes, this is statement is correct. For remain for the fixed time. जब भी आप data shared होता है तो उसमें एक condition होती है. It will be stored up to 40 days, 30 days, 25 days. तो वो एक conditions है वहाँ पे. Not buying the data. Only they are taking the data from there. तो data उनका नहीं, वो public sector बैंक कैसे share data को बेचेगा किसी भी company को? Because those are the service providers, they will not sell your data. तो यही तो public trust क्यों होता है government पे? It's a trust, they will not misuse our data and they will not sell our data to other for the malinformation की वजह से वो नहीं करेंगे. तो this is the public trust, यही government पे trust है. Why the government bank में ज्यादा enrollment क्यों है? This is the reason only कि government bank fail नहीं होगा. प्राइवेट बैंक लेके भाग जाएगा. दिस इज द सिंपल इंट्यूशन टू द पीपल कि हाँ, मुझे सेव करना. तो दिस इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. कैन नॉट रीड, स्टोर एंड रीसेल कंज्यूमर डेटा, ये पहली ही कंडीशन था. दिस इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. नाउ So the account aggregator is an interoperative data blind consent manager. So data blind cannot read consumer data and cannot resell the consumer data.